Well, back on the river. A little more positive message this time. Last video I did of me fishing that one morning, it was early too. I barely had my first cup of coffee. It's well received by most. Some not so much, but some people just want to pick a fight, I guess. But I want to talk about something a little more near and dear to my heart. And that's writing a book. And I found that writing a book, there's more to it. Just like there's more to fishing than catching a fish. Y'all know that? Like right now, this is what I do when I'm stressed. Because it's much healthier than drinking and smoking and all those other coping mechanisms we use when we're stressed out, you know? And fishing teaches you a couple things, right? It teaches you patience. It's all about the process. It's about those quiet times when the fish aren't biting. Like right now. Like I know I'm not going to catch anything today. Okay? I know that. You know why? Because the river's too high. It's running too fast. Not late enough in the day. The odds are against me. But don't let that deter me from doing it. Or when things like that happen. Sometimes they do. Right? It's all part of it. Right? So, I'm going to give you guys the number one thing you should be doing when you're writing a book. There's a lot of parallels to writing a book and fishing. The number one thing that I tell people is to just get started. And it doesn't have to be a book. You know, it could be a memoir. I mean, hell, it could be a blog post. You know, some people are professional bloggers. Whatever. But what I tell people is just get it going, man. Just start. And you get into that discipline of just writing, just like I did. I wrote mine during COVID. A little bit different now, you know, but my travel went from 40% to 0, and I needed something to do. So not only was it like a mental health fix, but it was probably something I should have done a long time ago. And it just ended up being very successful in my mind. However, I didn't go into this thinking I was going to be on Oprah's book list. Okay, I knew that was never going to happen. Okay, I knew that. The audience is too focused. It's not very big. You know, solar nerds like us, we're out there, but I didn't let that deter me. You know, so I kept on writing. And so what you need to do to get started, God dang it, paying more attention to the camera and not my line. But what you need to do is just start writing. I know it sounds like, yeah, no shit, Greg, start writing. But that's where a lot of people get hung up, right? And so what you need to write is called a vomit manuscript. Yeah? You're just putting words on paper. You're just casting words. That's all you're doing. It doesn't have to make sense. Don't worry about grammar, punctuation, none of that stuff. That's not the time for it. And I had a hard time with that. Like I went out and bought Grammarly to help me with my writing because I wanted my manuscript to be perfect before I submitted it. And I finally talked to my publisher and they're like, nah, that ain't the right way to do it. You know, just get it all down. And that's what I'm telling you to do. Whether you, like I said, whether you want to write a book, and a lot of people have a story to tell. It doesn't have to be about solar either. It can be about whatever you want. I helped my aunt a couple years ago with her manuscript. It was about some family stuff that happened, 80 years ago. And she was hung up on it. But don't be. Yeah, so just get it done. Just start writing. And I'll do more of these because I have a lot of people that reach out to me and they're like, dude, you wrote, how did you do it? I'm telling you. And I might do some more additions to this because it is a long process. Like it took me just a little under a year to get my manuscript done, But if you're doing fiction, it may not take that long because you don't have to fact check things. And, people in this industry, well, if you say one thing wrong, they're going to jump all over you. So I want to make sure everything I said was correct. So keep a list of your references. Keep a list of your references, but just write your stuff down, man. That's all you got to do. And just remember, you're not always going to catch something. You're not always going to feel motivated to write. You may not want to do any of it, but you have to do it. It's discipline, and you'll learn as you go. So cast those words out. Get them on paper, and you'll be fine. And that's where you start.